All right, welcome back to Boozy Place. Adam, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, welcome back, legions of fans. We love you very much, and we appreciate you coming out to spend some time with us. Hopefully, you noticed that we uploaded a new episode on October 18th because
And
we have not been uploading for a while because my editing software was just being really prejudiced toward beer o'clock shows and just didn't want to export them. But I think we got the problem solved now, so we're back.
and by we, he means totally himself, as I have no hand in the uploading process.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, it's all me when it doesn't get done. But I have to blame.
I'm like the diva, I'm the talent.
I don't talent. Yeah, one of my mods he helped me set up my Discord. Okay, we're gonna sell a bunch of shit here, so let's go ahead and get this started so we can talk while we're doing this. He set up my Discord because I'm an idiot and don't know how to take care of myself. But anyways, he labeled me as the talent, and I'm like, dude, you have no idea how much I hate that.
You have no idea how much I hate
It's like, it just makes me incredibly uncomfortable. But whatever. He got a kick out.
Hey,
Oh,
that
shoot.
shows that you can never really be full of yourself.
Right.
You know?
Oh, shoot. You know, I just realized I never uploaded the freaking price list with our upload. I was just so happy that we exported a damn video that I didn't even think about it.
Didn't even think about the Moonlighter buy sell trade cheat sheet.
Yeah, right.
Is it on hakongdong.com?
hakongdong.com. So Adam is in much better shape than I am, and he is in this fitness holy war or something like that.
Holy war.
Adam, can you explain that to us while I real quick bring up the spreadsheet over here on my side?
So it's not nearly as cool as it sounds. I have a Samsung fitness app on my phone, and every month there is a steps challenge. And if you join the steps challenge, it places you obviously in a group of everybody else that has a Samsung phone with that app and joins that challenge or whatever. And I'm pretty competitive, with just my job. I'm up and around constantly walking and doing all kinds of stuff. And then also on my off time, like Ashley and I walk downtown with a dog and all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, man, I should be crushing this. Like, this would be really good. So like every month I'm always still like 110,000, 115,000, out of 500,000, which, in the upper fifth, upper fifth percentile. I'll take that, whatever. But there's always these people that are crushing it, like blowing, like the first place person in every single one of these months has like steps in the millions, right? And like, for example, I was telling Steve about this earlier, not to dox you again this week.
I did remember to bleep it, actually, which it's funny because I was so happy I got the video to export. I showed like a snippet of it in my stream this morning, and the part with my name came up, and I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't bleep that out. So I did end up bleeping it out afterwards. So Adam did not dox me, at least on YouTube. You could go back and catch it on my Twitch VOD, but who the hell watches those? So
who the hell watches those?
Yeah, exactly.
So right now I am 112th place, or I'm 112,000th place, excuse me, in this challenge with 212,164 total steps from October 1st to October 18th. Now, if we scoot over to number one, his total steps are 2,293,081 total steps in 18 days. And as I was telling Steve, I haven't done the math on that, but I kind of really want to know what that breaks down to in like steps per hour or day or something like that, because I feel like this guy's cheating his ass off on this fitness thing. And not only that, but his name is Hakongdong, which is probably, as Steve mentioned, probably, a different ethnicity, name. And I'm not trying to poke fun at that, but I do think in the conversation of somebody, theoretically cheesing a fitness challenge on a Samsung app and having the word dong in the name. It makes me laugh.
Then
and
we got
I'm sorry.
Honky McWhiteface over here making fun of his name. Oh my gosh.
I won't apologize for thinking that dong is funny.
Yeah. It doesn't mean
I won't.
that your name is stupid. It just means that dongs are hilarious.
That's
all
dongs
it
are
means.
hilarious. Especially when
seriously.
the first place person has the word dong in it.
Yep.
It makes it's like every Xbox lobby joke, all nightly gift wrapped, with a bow.
Xbox lobby. Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah,
the
it says
Wild
here
West
that-
right there.
Yeah, so the number one place in this Warzone match was, XX Game God word big huge rooster cock XX.
Rooster.
Man. Or like, XX call your girl XX or some shit. It's like,
oh my gosh. So Slutbanger 420 or something like that.
Yeah,
it's hilarious
it's
because
just like that.
Steve from Nest Pro magazine. Oh man, our magazines are shipping out this week, dude. This is complete. I don't think we've ever talked about this on the show. I'm the media director for Nest Pro magazine, NES Pro magazine. You can go to nestpromagazine.com and check out all that stuff. It's a magazine that's 100% focused on the classic and unbeatable Nintendo Entertainment System, the most important console in American gaming. Anyways, our first magazine is, I can't say hitting the shelves because it's not hitting any shelves, but it is hitting people's mailboxes this week, which is pretty cool.
Hitting the boxes.
Hitting the boxes, Georgie.
Dogs out there.
Yeah, all the Hong dongs can rejoice that they're now getting their
hitting the boxes.
Nest Pro magazine, so they can read it as they get their 50 bajillion steps in. So, no, anyways, why was that? Oh, yeah. No, I forgot. Steve was wanting me to help him with this trivia game thing that he was doing, they were going to conventions and stuff, and they're wanting to run this game, and he wanted me to help him test it out or whatever. Had to send this email confirmation thing or whatever. Well, anyways, I get on a Discord call with him one point. He's like, "Who is Slutbanger 420?" I'm like, "Oh shoot, that was the email I sent." I was like, that's not really my email address. I was just messing with you.
Not really my email.
Yeah, but I was like, I was just messing with you. I'm sorry. And he's like, "Oh, I just didn't know who it was." That's pretty hilarious. But no,
all jokes aside, congratulations on the Nest Pro stuff. I know it sounds like I'm coattailing on this conversation, but I legitimately was going to ask you about it tonight.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
I really was. With every fiber of my being, I was going to bring up the Nest Pro magazine today.
Well, hey, I appreciate the thought. No, dude, it's huge to see that finally going out and stuff. And
it is pretty sweet.
It took about a month longer for us to get it out than we thought, but it's because, well, a few different things. Number one, a lot of really potential big stuff has been happening behind the scenes where it's like, could mean, big stuff for the magazine in the future. But then also, which this is something else you don't really think of when you think about like doing a Kickstarter, we have all these physical rewards that people get for participating in the Kickstarter and all that. Well, consequently, like you got to get all that shit together yourself, and you got to package it all up and mail it out and wait for everything to come in because it doesn't all come from the same place. And anyway, it's just a huge pain in the keister, but, yeah, so the thing's going out this week, so pretty stoked about that. I don't even Slutbanger. That's like what got me on to talking about the magazine, but yeah, it was the Slutbanger 420.
When you were gonna be like, there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. I was gonna be like, what did you promote old Slutbanger to CEO?
Exactly, yeah. That goes out on all the email issues of the magazine. It comes from Slutbanger420 at nestpromagazine.com.
Comments, complaints, please email.
Slutbanger this guy.
If he's not banging your mom, he'll email you back.
All right. That's my job.
It's
my duty to please that booty. One real quick thing I want to point out here, which I don't remember if I pointed this out last time. But when it comes to all the shit that you pick up in the dungeons and you want to start crafting and all that, like, okay, for example, we've got these training gloves right now. So we have a choice of whether we want to go for the fighter gloves, which give us 50 increase in whatever that is, attack power.
Attack power.
Yeah. Or this one gives you 40, but it also gives you, I think that little swirly thing means it gives you the ability to stun your enemies. Which that's real handy. I'm going to go for that one. So what you want to do is you press the Y button. Well, if you're playing on Switch, you press the Y button and it puts a little star over it. Now, what that means is in the bottom right hand, you see those are the materials that I need to be able to make these gloves. Well, those materials are all going to show up in my inventory with a star next to them. That way I don't accidentally sell them or toss them in the trash or whatever. So you always want to make sure.
I remember you saying that. Vaguely
I did. Well, good. That's good. So I'm going to track the stuff that I want to get. That way I make sure I'm accumulating all the materials I want to get. See, I already got the armor starred because I remember to do that last time. I just don't remember if I ever talked about it. So
we're going to accumulate so hard.
We are going to accumulate like some mofos. Okay, now back to your steps story thing. Have you ever watched a show called The League?
Yes, like, sporadically. I haven't like sat down and watched a season or anything.
Okay. There's an episode where one of the guys, like his wife is wanting him to lose weight, and she gets him a pedometer thing, that's going to track your steps and stuff. Of course, now you got to think though, like this show's probably, good Lord, 8 or 9 years old, maybe, or at least this episode of that show. I don't know.
Maybe even more than that.
You think so? It could be. It definitely could be. You know what? It probably is, honestly. Come to think of it.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, you Google it. But so, anyways, the whole.
Yeah, you Google it, you stupid.
Yeah, anyway, do that. Dance monkey dance. Did I beat this dungeon? I did beat this dungeon, didn't I? Oh, I don't. Good Lord. In a week, I've forgotten all of this crap.
We beat the first one and then we stopped.
Okay.
But it was our mission to beat the first one.
We wanted to beat the first one. I remember.
Because you kept getting slapped around like little girl last week.
Did you say that with like a Russian, like little girl?
I did say it like a Russian.
You know what? This is hilarious. We have Seinfeld. Obviously, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. The thing I always think of is when Kramer is on the subway with the freaking Risk board game.
Yes.
And that guy, you know, say Ukraine weak. I always think of that, like no one ever knows what I'm talking about,
For sure.
You know, say
are
Ukraine
trying to set it
weak.
up in Jerry's apartment. And shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good. Oh, but anyway,
Final episode date was December 9th, 2015 of the League. I know we're everywhere with the topics, but back to the League. Final episode date was in 2015.
2015.
So you were right.
Okay, so yeah, we were close around there. But okay, so Ruxin, played by the hilarious Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll, he's a guy of big mouth,
dude.
Too. That shows too much for me.
Is it really?
Yes.
I've heard that from a lot of people. Like, it must be really, really raunchy to hear.
You haven't seen it?
No, I've not seen it. Just because, like,
that it's like too raunchy, but it's just kind of like in that like early South Park vein where it's just like, let's just see how ridiculous we can be. And like, while that has like a funny spot, like after a while, you're just like, okay.
It does kind of wear you out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I get it. I can laugh with the best of them, but there's only so many like jerk off jokes I could hear before I'm
only
like, okay.
so many jerk off jokes.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot to buy freaking potions. What a moron.
Ruxin, back to Ruxin.
Okay, Ruxin. His wife, she's wanting him to work out. She gets him a pedometer, and oh, nice. He starts wearing the pedometer when he's pleasuring himself because it adds up all the steps.
Imagine that.
Yeah, shocker, right? So I'm just like, what if Hong Dong is really just like super
jobs all day.
Yeah, Lord. Yeah, oh yeah, that's an even funnier way to think of it. See, I was thinking more like he's pleasing himself. You're thinking he's just pleasing a bunch of other dudes.
Oh yeah, help me get to first place.
Yeah, he's like, I need to beat all these other Samsung bastards.
Let me beat you off so I can beat them off.
Oh my gosh. Wow, sounded like Big Mouth over here.
Yeah, I've been watching way too much of it, apparently.
Are you watching it right now?
No.
Okay, that no sounded really defensive. Like, are you watching it, but you don't want to admit it to me, or?
I'm not really watching.
Oh, you're not really watching. Okay, because that was more like a no. But yes,
well,
I
was feigning that.
That's what you're. Oh, okay, so you
feign.
were feigning. It was a feign. Okay.
It was a feign.
You know I feign, Georgie.
Why can't you feign like Lloyd Braun?
I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld lately. Oh my gosh, you know what else I've been watching that's so freaking good? The Watchmen. I guess it's a mini series on HBO.
Yeah, I started it when it came out, but I never finished it.
Good Lord, that's amazing.
I loved the movie.
I like the movie too.
this
Lots of
week,
blue
yeah.
glowing penis.
I challenged you on how many actual minute times was. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the whole movie, and I'm going to have a stopwatch anytime I see it.
Yeah, I watched the movie, did not get the stopwatch. I forget, like everything else that we've talked about tonight, I forgot about it. Yeah, did not do the blue glowing penis timer that I said I was going to.
Can you imagine, like, your wife comes home after a long day of work, finds you on the couch with a stopwatch? What are you doing, honey?
What are you doing?
Oh,
I'm
nothing.
proving
I
a
gotta
point.
See how long this guy's blue dick is in the movie to prove Adam wrong on the podcast.
Well, not to fear, there is blue dick in the Watchmen show as well. So.
Oh, good. I was missing that in my life.
Have no fear. BD is here.
The Lost Smurf episodes were just not doing it for me anymore.
You know, yeah, that's what I was talking with a buddy of mine, and I was like, man, boy, someone out there with like a Smurf fetish thing or whatever. Oh shoot, I accidentally took a picture. They would absolutely get wrecked to Watchmen.
They would get wrecked.
I'm gonna transport out of here. I don't want to lose all my crap. I forgot to buy freaking potions. That's so stupid. I'm really glad I'm doing this on camera.
You know what really gets me going? Blue dick.
Yeah.
Well, I've got the movie for you, pal.
So I should edit. You know? I should edit that clip from Billy Madison where he's like, "I drew a blue duck because I never seen a blue duck before." It changed to "I drew a blue dick because I never," and then like it'll overlay like on top of the paper like a picture of the Dr. Manhattan's big blue glowing.
That would
cock.
Be amazing.
I drew a blue dick because I'd never seen a blue dick before.
Well, it's an amazing.
I kind of wanted to see a blue dick. What's an amazing blue dick, Billy? You just passed first grade.
The first grade.
That's dick-tastic. Oh, I really hope my parents don't watch this.
Woo!
Okay, let's.
Oh man, I was envisioning that in my head as it went along, and what a beautiful piece of cinema that
wouldn't it be? Yeah.
Oh man.
You're getting a whole bunch of posh. All these posh.
And nowhere to go.
Okay,
actually, there are several places to go.
There are several places to go. Yes. Oh shoot! I can't buy any of these other. I can't buy any more people. Oh shit! Why am I doing this? Shop. There we go. Can I buy some more stuff from my shop? Hell yes. Let's get the bigger shop. Make my shop bigger, George.
Shut him down. Open up shop.
God, any episode with Jack Klompus is like, it's so good. I love Jack Klompus.
I don't know who that is by name.
Jack Klompus, he's the guy with the astronaut pin. You still not know who that is?
No.
Adam. Oh my gosh, Adam.
Jack Klompus.
Jack Klompus. KLOM. He helps kind of usher Morty out of, when he gets voted out of the Was it the
Oh, okay, that
Honor
guy.
Society?
I get it. Oh, the astronaut pen, like the
Yeah.
writing pen.
Yeah, that's what I
I
said.
thought you were saying like pin, like PIN, like an astronaut
Oh, you
pin.
sound like my freaking wife right now. She's always
Thanks.
like, she's like, is it a pen or a pan? And I'm like, it's a pan, a pan.
I
A
was
pin.
relaying to you my honest mistake. Now I know it writes upside down, and then
Yeah.
yes, Jerry wakes up in the middle of the night with his bits, and he tries to write it, but so he's like, "Here, take the pen."
Look
I don't
who's
want to take
eating
the
dinner at 6 o'clock.
the early bird.
Oh my god, yeah,
Yes.
no, but seriously, my wife gives me some like I'll say something about a pen. She's like, "Is it a pen or a pen?" And I'm like, "Those words are the same word. You need context clues to know what it is." I'm obvious, and I'm not saying this to you, but I'm like about her. I'm like, when am I ever talking about a pen that I would actually pin on anything? No, I write shit all the time, so I need a
Forgive
pen.
us for giving
I
you
need
the
a
benefit of the
a
doubt.
pan. It's a pan. I'm sorry. It's a pan.
Okay, but can I explain to you a real life story of what happened to me with the difference of pen and pen?
No.
Thank you.
All right. So, anyways, these Leaf guys are some real sons of bitches. Like you gotta watch out because they throw the that thing all the way across the damn screen at you. It sucks.
Oh, it kind of follows you too, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding. You can tell your story. I
These
wanted that to at least go on for a minute before.
These are
like...
Enter the Gungeon ripoffs. Okay. So, I'm gonna give you the Cliff Notes version.
Okay, good.
So, so I opened the restaurant. It's called Kona, and it's like a sushi restaurant, but they have like other shit too. Anyway, so the training guys, like recruit us all, and then they're all like giving us like they're the field trainers. They go around the country and they're big and they're super cool. At least that's what they'll tell you, or they act like that way. But we're the field trainers. We know what we're doing. Like that kind of swagger.
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess.
Cool, right? Yeah. So anyway, like they were trying to make this training program like just super like meticulous, and like you couldn't mess up, and if you got something wrong and made you feel stupid for it,
Oh, that's
it's like,
awesome.
come on, like let's really get to the point of where we're at here. This is a restaurant, right? Like it's okay. Dial it back a little bit.
Dial it back a little bit, Georgie.
So they're going over all of these uniform like standards, like must have, and so they're like literally like they had us wear like shirts that we had like wore white shirts that we had worn to like previous jobs if we had them, or to go out and buy a white shirt that they think would meet the standards. And they would be like, okay, this one works. Ah, see, you can't wear that one because of this, and you can't wear that one because of this. We're looking for this. So, needless to say, they're really picking apart the uniform here. So people were bitching about how it's got to be all straight, crisp white shirts. You can't have any fucking stains on them. But if it's a white shirt, it's gonna get stained in 2 seconds. So what do you expect me to do? Go out and buy 30 shirts? Whatever. So I'm half paying attention to the conversation because I don't care.
So let me stop you real quick. The thing that I think is hilarious is like that you guys are like, you can't even have stains on your shirts.
Where'd you get those stains at, George?
What do you think I am, Nelson Rockefeller? I got stains on my shirt. Oh, churchy boy guy doesn't have stains on his shirt. Like you're walking around with stains. Like all you guys are just like ruffians from the street. Like, I got stains all over my fucking shirt.
There's a stain on your shirt. Oh yeah, a meatball fell out of my sandwich.
There's a stain on your shirt. Obviously.
Obviously. So I just hear the phrase Tide pen, right? And so I'm thinking that they want us to all get tie pins to keep our ties close to the shirt, right?
Yeah.
But they're saying Tide pen,
right,
to use on the, like if you need to, like in an emergency situation at work, to help you with a stain. Part of my fault for half listening to the conversation. part of their fault for being such meticulous douchebags.
Particularly
also-
douchebag.
But also, there can be a distinct difference. So I went out to Brooks Brothers and got a tie
You
pin,
bought a damn tie pin. Oh my gosh.
and that thing was like $50, but it looks really snazzy. So then I go in the next day, and I'm feeling pretty confident, like, hey, check out my cool little fucking tie pin. Where's all your tie pins at, losers?
Yeah.
And and so then they're like, oh, that's really nice. I didn't know we had to get those. I was like, oh yeah, they were talking about it yesterday. And like, when? I'm like, well, with the shirts and the stains, right, guys, right? Looking around, desperately looking for confirmation. And they're like, no, idiot. They said Tide pen. Oh. Well, now I still wear that tie pin to my current job, so joke's on them.
Oh, do you still wear it? That's awesome.
I did.
You're like,
I
you're,
wore it today.
you're like, I bought that thing. Damn it. I'm going to get some freaking mileage out of it.
And it's almost got like a cosmic curse on it, because I've lost it like 3 times, and somehow it always shows up. I legitimately lost it at work, and I could have gone anywhere, any kind of drain, kitchen. Some person who was like sweeping the floor was like, "What the fuck is this?" Throw it away. No, a guy that I was like one of my buddies at work came up to me. He was like, "Hey man, is this yours? I think this is your tie pin. It was underneath 62 yesterday."
It was underneath
like,
62.
And I'm like, "What? I thought for sure it was a goner." Nope. So it's like it's come back to me like 3 different times.
Now, like your fate is somehow tied to this tie pin.
Right. It's like my Horcrux, like Harry Potter.
Your
style,
Horcrux. It's my fucking Horcrux, George.
Why can't you get a new Horcrux?
That is too good, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah, Steve, there is a big difference between pen and pin.
Pen and pen. Well, I'm not as enough of a freaking moron to think that Tide makes pins. Oh well, no. You said tie pin, not Tide pin.
Not tie pin. So I guess the moral of the story is enunciate, you bastards.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah, I mean, if he would have been speaking clearly, how would you have made that mistake?
Right. Especially because I was only half paying attention to the story.
Right. Yeah.
Because they were so meticulous.
So meticulous in their storytelling.
Is this one of the...
It's an astronaut pin.
It's an astronaut. Right upside down.
Oh,
So is this one of the monster gauntlets that you go through?
Yes. And thankfully, I've got some healing posh on me. So hopefully I'll be okay. We'll see how this goes.
Shout out to last week when Steve got down to the very last enemy, claimed it was going to be easy to kill, and then died right before he was able to complete the objective.
Oh no, the bastard. Got me.
It was good times.
Yeah, that freaking sucked. It was like, well, no. I didn't say the guy was easy to kill. Or no. Anyway, but basically the whole thing is those guys are not difficult to handle, but I was also down to like my very last hit, and there was 2 of them that were on top of me, and like, oh my gosh. I got greedy, and I tried to get that last hit, and I should not have, and I paid the ultimate price for it on tape.
That's the best too.
It's hilarious because I'm used to screwing up on stream all the time. But like when I screw up on these videos, I'm like, oh, freaking it. Like, it really ticks me off when I mess up on these videos.
Our legion of followers.
Yeah, and these videos get like no views whatsoever. So it's like, why do I care? Why do I care, George? But I do.
These times I'm gonna get super blasted on here and just like talk about everything under the sun and be like, see? Do you see what power you have over me, everyone?
Damn it.
And that'll be the last episode that I'm invited to.
The last episode that you're invited to.
Do you remember that in the podcast where everybody again was probably half paying attention and thought that I was quitting the show?
Oh, dude, that was so funny. And like we even titled the episode. Yeah. Oh, people, that was too funny because like, yeah, people actually were like, "Where's Adam going? What's he doing?"
And then we were gonna like up the ante, like see how far we could phase me out. Like have one
Right.
next week where it's just my chair.
Oh my gosh. That was too funny.
That was funny times.
Yeah, good stuff.
Do you remember that legion of followers?
Have you watched that podcast? It's here on this YouTube page. We're getting close, Georgie. Oh, you bitch.
We're getting close to the master chest. Ooh.
Those green guys freaking suck nads because like you don't really, I mean, just to look at them, you can't really notice it, or maybe not, you can't really notice it, but it's not super noticeable is probably a better way to say it. But like they walk in this like wiggly sort of manner that is so freaking infuriating.
Like unpredictable.
It's like they're drunk. It's honestly, it's like they're drunk walking at you. And yo, you shit. Oh, get.
That's a bold.
How many times is that thing gonna bounce?
See if it pays off for him.
Yeah, they walk in this weird sort of like I said, like they're drunk, honestly. It's kind of like that. But it makes it really hard to like hit them when they get close without taking damage because they move in such a weird pattern. It's super annoying.
I mean, there's arguably there is a reason why there's a kung fu style named after it.
the drunken master or whatever.
Yeah.
My Shaolin style defeats your monkey style. Do you know what that's from?
I do. It's Steve Carell.
Oh shit!
Is it from The Office?
It is from The Office. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, George. Oh man, Adam. Should I just bolt out of here and save my stuff, or I'm gonna do it.
No,
it wouldn't get me out in time. Oh,
the Blob had other ideas.
Freaking Blob. Ugh. Yeah. Oh well. Let's go to town. Even though we lost almost everything there.
All right. So let me tell you my stupid customer story.
Oh
Can I
yeah.
tell you that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So imagine, if you will, an Italian restaurant.
Okay.
All right. So I'm waiting on this couple. I come up, say hello. They make it clear to me that because we're supposed to ask if there's any food allergies and dietary restrictions. It's
hold on.
in our greet. Yeah.
We're gonna make this a cliffhanger, and we're gonna say come back on the next episode to hear Adam's story about his stupid customers.
And if you don't, a Kong Dong will find you.
A Kong Dong will sick him on you.
He'll walk to your house. He's not afraid of getting the steps in.
Yeah. Hey, we know he can do it already. He's proven
can
it.
And has.
Yeah. Don't doubt Hakong Dong, for sure. So, all right. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Do